My name is Renata Quattro. I'm a mom, a daughter, a wife. I have pets, I'm self-employed, I supply teach, I'm a bookkeeper, I'm a photographer, I'm an author, lots of different things. But the thing that I'm most proud of is that I am a recent graduate of Queen's University with my graduate diploma in education, at which point I decided that I wanted to be in the classroom, which brings me here to you at Niagara doing my OCT. The most important things in my life are my family. I do identify as a mom, first and foremost, which is why it took me nearly 30 years to go back to school and to get my postgraduate. I am the daughter of Italian immigrants and first-generation Canadian with 2 older siblings. I have 3 very successful daughters, and I have an amazing supportive extended family. I have 3 favorite places. The first one is Supino, Italy, which is a small hill town just outside of Rome, where my parents came from. It has a 2,000-year-old medieval history, including ancient Roman ruins, and you can still visit the public ovens my great-great-great-grandparents owned to bake bread. My second favorite place is Sabo Beach in Ontario. I spend a lot of time there in the summer, where I go to recharge and reset. But my absolute favorite place in the world is the Highlands of Scotland. I easily spend the rest of my life there. I have met the most genuine people, and the landscapes are breathtaking, and the fresh oysters from the sea are absolutely divine. Which brings me to my favorite food, raw oysters. My passion is wildlife photography. I do many kinds of photography, but my favorite is wildlife, and if I'm missing, which happens more often than you think, I'm usually in the woods or I'm in some remote location chasing some bird migration. And I was blessed by a moment that I will never forget. I was photographing a male golden eagle, and he happened to open his wings and literally dropped a feather at my feet. Knowing that it's illegal to own or have an eagle feather if you are not Indigenous or First Nations, I contacted a few First Nations to ask what I should do with the feather. And I was told that the Creator, through the eagle, wanted me to have that feather. During COVID, as a photographer and being unable to go out and do photography, I discovered that there was lots to photograph in and around my house, including a saucy little chipmunk that crawled up into my laptop. He is now the subject of 3 books that I have published and are available on Amazon. In case you were noticing a theme, I love animals, and I have a long history of rescuing and adopting pets. Currently, my husband and I have 4 pets: Dahlia, the Bernese Mountain Doodle, Gracie and Beta are our rescue cats, and our little bunny Turnip, who is also a rescue. And lastly, my kids. It's a bit of a convoluted story, but essentially I've been teaching Comtech and yearbook since 2014 at the local high school, first as a community volunteer and later as an employee of the board. I have been able to refer to as my version, the best teaching sometimes happens in the hallways. I could do an entire presentation on how I've managed to make connections and relationships with some of these kids. And some of these kids were really challenging cases. My favorite thing to do is to take a camera, plop it in a child's hand and say, I trust you.